What's going on, everybody? This is Hollowberry and Murloc, Robot
Yay.
Murloc. Hey, we're trying to do this new thing here for the Armored Core community where we're trying to do like a radio/podcast for just reviewing different questions and just different ideas about the game, just things about Armored Core 6. So we're going to start off here with our just a small introduction. So, Robot Murloc, I'll let you start off.
Alright, so I've been playing Armored Core 6 since December of last year, and thanks to Hollowberry getting me into it. The only other games I've played from Armored Core is a little bit of 2, which I barely remember, and a buttload of 3. I remember everything about Armored Core 3. Just about, really.
Sick.
I remember the toughest enemies, the ones that I had to cheese in the arena, and the maps, the missions that I absolutely hated. That game is my favorite. Is one of my most favorite nostalgia games ever. But we've been playing PvP, I think, since like February this year.
Heck yeah.
And we're super competitive with each other. So like us being in customs, we like riff off each other, and we have a lot of fun with customs, and we can like play different builds and stuff and like figure out what works, what doesn't work. So I think that helps us climb pretty high.
Pretty fast, yeah.
And fast. Yeah, we've climbed fast.
Yeah.
I don't know how the climb is for other people, but like us getting as high as we did in our first ranked season was kind of wild.
Yeah. Pretty much S. I mean, it was like promos to S. So, yeah, we got pretty far pretty fast.
And even like our knowledge of the game has it's been so fast the way we've picked things up, and even though we don't know like the names of meta builds, like I don't even remember what a BVO build is, but I hear the term thrown out, and I'm like, I know what a power baka and a toku and
right.
But like, we catch on, I think, pretty quick in this.
So I'll do a little intro to Hollowberry here. So I made my channel actually not too far off from in February, and kind of my goal when I first started doing it was to just build a community of people who want to play the game and have fun playing and make cool videos in the process. So I feel like did a really good job of achieving that, and then I've just wanted to do more and more and more, and I think this would be a really cool idea to do even more for Armored Core is trying creating a small little podcast where people driving to work, or they're at work, or they just want something to listen to before bed can kind of listen to, where it's kind of chilled, not like too much hopefully screaming and yelling, but we'll see how that goes.
No guarantee.
But yeah, I started off playing Mech Warriors back in the day, got really into it, found Armored Core 1, played it. Robot Murloc being my little brother, coming in, playing Armored Core 2. It was something that we were able to play together, and it was a lot of fun. And then I played a little bit of 3, played a lot of, I might have played a little bit of 4, and then 5 I played a lot. So when Armored Core 6 came out, as soon as I could get the chance to, get on it and start playing, I did. And then it just so happens that fate brought me and my brother back together into a game that we both have played, and it's super nostalgic because this is like one of the first games we ever started playing together on to begin with. So
I think to piggyback off that, that you always call me buddy.
Yeah.
and then that the 621's like kind of ally in this is Rusty,
Yeah.
who calls him buddy, and I was
Yeah.
like, wow, that's pretty nostalgic right there.
Yeah, it's actually like a huge blessing to be able to play, yeah, the game with your brother and being able to still like talk to a sibling and in that same way. I think we are a bit of rivals, and just like Rusty is with Raven, but also, you know, there's a little bit of that. We have the friendship and a brotherly type of friendship too, that it just brings us together into the game, and we just compete with each other, but also bring each other up, make each other better. So yeah, you're totally right about that. That is actually really cool. So yeah, just a little introduction to who we are, and yeah, we'll go right into. We kind of wanted to start this off by talking about the game. So the first thing you do in Armored Core is the single player. So this is kind of like a few questions that we had was, what do we like about Armored Core 6, or just Armored Core in general? So I'm going to let Robot Murloc take the stage. What do we like about Armored Core 6 the most?
So I don't remember if this is one of our questions, even though we literally just talked about this.
Let's do it.
But I actually really like how Armored Core 6 makes me feel like I'm playing Armored Core 3, but better. Like I'm playing the cutscene of Armored Core 3.
Yeah.
You know how they're like moving around, they've got that movement, and like I feel like I'm playing as one of them, and I even look like one of them, kinda.
Yeah, we literally look like the freaking cinematics. Like, probably even better graphics, which is so crazy.
And also, to go back to 3, is a lot of the parts from 3, or a lot of the parts from Armored Core 6 look like some of the parts from 3. Like, let's see, I think it's not Mind Alpha, but it's... If I was looking at it.
Yeah, a little bit of Mind Alpha, for sure, I think. Yeah. I think it has a little bit in there.
And then even Basho arms, you know, those look like a lot. Those look a lot like some of the arms in 3. The way you even start the game is exactly how you would start in 3. Which I don't know if you've noticed it from other games either. You start with a laser blade, or pulse blade in this instance, a rifle, and then little rockets.
That's right. It's so true. It is super similar to that one.
It took me a hot minute to be like, oh, that's the exact same thing that we had in 3 when we started.
Yeah. I have to say, probably one of my favorite things about it is just the fast-paced combat. I am like super addicted to just how like fast-paced the game is, and also I'm just like a hardcore FromSoft fan, so it's just really cool to see FromSoft take the game and kind of put a Dark Souls spin on it with like the philosophy of a apocalyptic type of world, and you know, you in a way you do kind of feel like a Hollow, where you're like constantly trying and battling over and over, which I think is really cool. I think it's a cool concept in the game. So yeah. Let's see. What other like I don't know. What other cool things about Armored Core from playing do you have, like, as far as experiences in the mission, in the campaigns?
I kind of like how things turned out in the campaign. Like, I know people got a little bit to gripe with, but I thought it was great. I really liked that I could play it as a new game and then new game plus, new game plus, and then I could just keep playing it after that. Even though I don't get like anything else, but I could just keep playing it.
Right.
Because if I wanted to play the game over again in 3, I would literally have to make a new save. But I mean, this is PS2 days, so like,
yeah.
this is some older shit.
Exactly. Yeah, I that's another thing to piggyback off of what I said at first, was like the FromSoft vibes, the new game plus type of thing. I'm so used to that when it was incorporated into this one, I just absolutely was like on board with that. I love the new game experience. I do wish that the game maybe was harder. The more you play, I feel like the game gets easier, like maybe too easy. In Dark Souls, it was kind of like a little bit more punishing the further along you'd go, but you could get into like New Game Plus 9, which was kind of where it was a little bit more punishing. And honestly, I don't even know. Maybe this game does get harder. I don't think I've played it past like New Game Plus 4 or 5, so.
That's about where I've left off.
Yeah. So for the single player playthrough, now that we're kind of on the topic of difficulty, so single player playthrough and difficulty, how did you feel about that, playing the game from your experiences with the other Armored Core games? Was it more difficult? Was it easier? Like, what do you what is your take on that?
I thought it was really a good step up because we had we had now that I have more than 3 guns. Hey, I totally forgot what we were talking about.
Yeah, we were talking about the difficulty of the game.
That's right. While I get wrecked. I didn't have too much trouble until Balteus, and then I think it took me like 3 to 4 tries. And then mostly because I had to stop just banging my head against the wall. And
yeah,
that was kind of a challenge because I think I was just double Ludlowing it. Like, I was just gonna double Ludlow the entire game.
Ooh, yeah, double Ludlow really did work wonders. I would say on my first playthrough with the game, I ran what do you call it? The laser handguns.
Oh,
I was like super into those. I was like I just absolutely tore it up with the handguns and the like everything laser. That was like, it kind of made my playthrough, in my opinion, like too easy. I literally strapped the laser pistols and was like, okay, what other laser thing can I put on my back, and maybe like one explosive, like dual cell or something. And I just tore Balteus up. Like, it didn't really take me too many tries. I remember Balteus was kind of like the first boss or the first part of the game where I was like, okay, let me make like a broken build. Because like I couldn't beat him with just like anything. And honestly, I don't even know if I tried Ludlow. I don't even know if I did Ludlow or not. But I was just kind of like, yeah, because I don't think I did the training missions. I think I kind of skipped them on accident. So I didn't even really like know where Ludlow was until after Balteus. But I just kind of remember being like, okay, what am I gonna make that just is gonna like be super super strong? And I thought to myself, well, energy you can put on your shoulder and in your hand, which you can't really do with the other ones. So I can get more damage faster, and it's cheaper with your OST tuning. So I was like, well, laser it is, you know. And that's kind of like what carried me through literally the entirety of the game. I just strapped like the laser drones and laser pistols on, and pretty much beat New Game Plus and all of them. I just did the whole thing with that same setup. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think Armored Core 3 had a different kind of difficulty. Like, we didn't have big bosses like that. And really the only thing that I guess you could compare it to would be the massive MT at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, it wasn't like the most difficult thing, but it did take a couple tries.
Yeah, I think honestly the hardest boss for me in the game was Snail Balteus. That
Really?
one had me. Like I couldn't with that one. It was the craziest thing.
That was sick.
Nice. we both paused on that. We're like, wait, who's gonna get it? But yeah, that one was such the hardest one for me in the game, and probably definitely took me like a good 2 hours or 3 hours, maybe more. Nothing in the game though was I like, ooh, I'm gonna have to sit down and put the controller down for a little while. None of them did that to me. I was able to at least figure it out in the same playthrough. So I at least had that going for me. But yeah, anything for the next one? Anything as far as like difficulty goes? Me personally, I wish the game was a little bit harder. I wish that I struggled a little bit more. I don't feel like I really had to struggle, which kind of bums me out. I definitely wish I had to struggle a little bit more in the game than what I did. But such as PvP, that's where all the struggling is, you know?
Yeah, especially because, like, in Armored Core 3, I had played it so much that I was like, alright, I'm gonna do the first mission, and then I'm gonna get rid of my rifle, because that thing was god-awful.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna buy this machine gun, and it's gonna carry me through basically the entire game, but it's gonna get me enough so I can get like better rockets, all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And with this one, it's literally like that TikTok I made where it's like the PvE versus PvP, where I'm just like, dude, and I'm just like shooting around and shit. And
yeah,
like
for as hard as the bosses are, like the rest of the environment is way too easy to demolish. Which is it doesn't transfer very well like in Dark Souls. Like the reason why I liked Dark Souls, and you know, I don't mean to compare that game to this game too much, but
I I mean, it's the
is
same
like
company,
you,
so I don't think it's that bad.
yeah, but you could literally like die to a minion or like fall off the ledge or something, you know, like something really bizarre happens to you all the time in that game.
Yeah.
And you have to watch, you're always watching your back. You can't just run through stuff. But this one, it's like you just hit the assault boost button and you're just gone. Nothing can catch you. You're just like way too strong for everything. And no one's even trying to catch you.
Yeah.
Nothing's trying to catch you in the game or even can catch you. Whereas like in Dark Souls, if you run from like an NPC character, they could catch you off guard and just stomp you, and then you're like right back. The other thing is like the checkpoint idea made the game busted easy, because you could just like run half the game this certain way, then reassemble your AC to fight the boss, and you lose nothing in the process. So that made the game like insanely easy to me, where I was just like, oh, like I'm just gonna like pretty much checkpoint it, and then once my checkpoint hits, I'll just reassemble and then win the game.
I even kind of thought about that as like a speedrun tactic, where if say you're going against the snail Balteus and you wanted to do something like super fast, kind of guns blazing in the first part, and once you get to Balteus, you just kill yourself, and then you could equip whatever is the most efficient thing to go against him, and just basically one-shot him.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I definitely agree.
Like, the older Armored Cores kind of had like a different kind of difficulty without that checkpoint, whereas if we had that checkpoint, I wouldn't have had half the troubles.
Yeah, like imagine having to start the whole game over when you lose. And this is another thing, is like it should still cost you money. So at some point, the difficulty in the game really should lie in the fact that if you go broke, then it's like it's harder. Like the game all of a sudden becomes even more difficult, more painstaking, because then you're trying to climb yourself out of the gutter. And
yeah, I remember in Armored Core 3, like I actually a few different times I just kept losing missions, and they were like some of the harder ones, and I actually went negative in my money.
Right, like you start owing the company, which is like a whole tactic that they like a thing that they should have put in the game, to where it's like the skill isn't just in the game itself, but it's like, how much is this going to cost me, and then how much winning this mission is it going to make me go in the negative? Am I going to end up spending more money doing this mission than I am earning money? And then like if you add on NPC difficulty, AI difficulty, environment difficulty, all of a sudden the game becomes like painstakingly hard, which it should be, because you're like driving this machine that costs a lot of money to ride around. Like you can't just hop in an aircraft without wasting millions of dollars. So it's like, I think it would have been cooler. I think it would have been a really cool thing if they did that, kind of stayed true to that style of a game. It would have been more fun, but that's just me personally. But I think where the game lies, I still have fun going back. We literally just did the playthrough over again because it's that much fun. I know you really want to win this one because of the monkeys.
But the whole fact that if I fall off the map, I don't. Oh! Sorry. If I fall off the map, I don't just die or fail the mission, was kind of wild to me, and like I just lose health, like. That's you don't lose money, there's no income break or anything. In 3, I lost the mission and it sucked. So like
Yeah.
when I didn't lose the mission, I was really shocked. But to also make the game harder, I was kind of thinking that
right back at you.
Nice. I was kind of thinking, what if they just made shit more expensive? Because Pulse
Yeah.
can
Everything
carry
should
you.
be everything should be way more expensive in this game.
Or you just don't get as much money, you know, something like that. I don't know. But definitely, I would love to have the kind of difficulty we had in Armored Core 3. Because if I went back, I probably still wouldn't be able to like beat the game without restarting or something like that.
Yeah, buddy.
I thought I could slide in with mine. I love the bunk.
The bunk is so good.
That's another thing that I really appreciate is that they're so consistent with their guns because the bunk has been in this since Armored Core 3. Kurosawa has.
Yeah, they really do a good job of bringing things in. And honestly, bringing the Moonlight into the game was like a homage to me. I really liked that.
I think I was most excited for Moonlight because getting Moonlight in Armored Core 3 was super hard. I don't remember even how you get it, if it was a part they had to find or if you had to beat the entire arena. You had to beat Ace and then you get it. But it was also one of those that looked so cool, you wanted it just to have it.
Exactly, yeah. I totally agree with that. You know what? We ran the time on that, brother. We ran it. We're at 27 minutes right now. I think that gives us a good stoppage. Because we didn't want to. We're trying to right now just hit that 30-minute mark. So I think we did a pretty good job right there for the first one. And honestly, I think going into the next one, I think we might even still be able to cover a little bit more of what we're talking about in this one. Because there's still like a few more things that I wanted to talk about the game itself that we really like. And some of the things that I think would make the game better leading into Armored Core 7. So I think maybe we could talk about that in the next one.
We could go on and on about how much we like this game. You put like 1,000 hours, I think. And
yeah.
I'm at 600.
Yeah, I'm over 1,000. Yeah. I just hit over 1,000 like last week, so we definitely have put a lot of time into the game, and yeah, it's a solid game. And honestly, like from the intro, it's not even just like about the game. It's like we both found something that we're super passionate about that is like really cool. I mean, dudes love mechs, so it's like we're both dudes, we both love mechs, and we're brothers. We found something that we both like to do together. And then the fact that when I started the YouTube channel, it was to kind of bring people in that loved that. It was just kind of crazy that it also brought you into it. And now you're doing it. Now you have a channel, and now we're able to do all these collabs. It just makes it that much more fun. So this is it for today. I hope wherever everybody is that they enjoyed the video, that they enjoyed the little bit of gameplay that we did. And you're gonna have to bunk. You're gonna have to bunk me in the next one and win, because I got you on this one.
For sure. Maybe that'll just be the thing. We bunk the whole 30 minutes or something.
We'll find something fun, but I hope you guys really enjoy this. I hope you guys support what we're trying to do here for hopefully in the future creating a really fun podcast environment. So this is Hollowberry623 signing off.
And it's Robot Murloc sipping my drink.
All right. Peace.
Peace.